I really would like a season 2 because of the way that season 1 ended. Netflix, you can't leave me on that cliffhanger. Hey everyone, welcome back to Candid Cinema. I'm Amanda, otherwise known as AMX NDA Reviews on Twitter, Instagram, and Letterboxd. Today I will be reviewing The Diplomat, which will be on Netflix this Thursday. Now, I'm not a fan of political dramas. I think they can be a bit convoluted. There can be a lot of players, a lot of names that float around. It goes right over my head. It doesn't stick sometimes. And I think with The Diplomat, it was fine because you saw these people working together, and I think it was easier to understand. So there is this international crisis, and Kate Weiler, who is played beautifully by Keri Russell. She's a career diplomat. She lands this high-profile job, which she really isn't suited for, and it kind of changes her relationship a bit. It changes her marriage a bit because her husband used to be in the same position. He used to be an ambassador, and it kind of shifts that relationship, and it shifts her own political future as well. The reason why this works incredibly well, obviously, is from the creators of The West Wing and Homeland. So if you kind of like those shows, then you'll definitely like The Diplomat. There's something about these series that I never really got into, as I said before, but I really liked everything about this. I thought the pacing was extremely well. There's only like 8 episodes, but nothing kind of lagged. It was really tight. The writing was really good as well, because you have Kate, you have Keri Russell, who is trying to fill the shoes in the same way that her husband did. And I think that the dynamic between her and Hal, who is played by Rufus Sewell, he does a fantastic job. They have incredible chemistry. I love the two of them so much. But you have, other ambassadors come in. You have other heads of security that they have to work with from the UK, and then, Russia steps in, and you have people from Iran stepping in, all because someone had destroyed a part of this British air carrier in the middle of the ocean, and they didn't know who it was. So the whole series is basically trying to find out who did that. So they all have to come together and find out. So they're working together, but at the same time, politics is politics. People get undercut, things get dirty, and then it kind of spirals out of control. And that's what happens this season. Again, without spoiling, I just think they did a really good job with this. I think that the gender roles and the dynamics are flipped in The Diplomat without putting it in your face or without trying too hard, which I can also appreciate, because a lot of shows try to put it in your face that a woman can be in this position and higher up than this guy who she's dating. And it's let's just call a job a job. It doesn't really matter status and if they're in a relationship. So they kind of toy around with that. But Rufus and Keri, playing Hal and Kate, held the entire series together. But that's not the only chemistry that I can connect with. The chemistry between Keri Russell and David Ghazi, next level. I kind of fell hard for David Ghazi in this. I think that as one of the UK representatives, he was fantastic. And I really would like a season 2 because of the way that season 1 ended. Netflix, you can't leave me on that cliffhanger whatsoever. So it gets to a point where they can't really come back from certain exchanges and certain decisions politically that they made. And now it kind of affects a lot of people. But I found this to be really engaging for someone who isn't into political dramas, but maybe I kind of want to give it a go. Ever since I saw Keri Russell in this, I'm I should really head back and watch The Americans, because I heard she was absolutely phenomenal in The Americans, and I want to give that a watch. But I haven't done political dramas. And if you're a huge fan of political dramas, political thrillers, this is a really good one. And I think Deborah Khan did a great job with this one. And I'm giving the series as a whole a 3.5 out of 5. I know I'm saying that I really dug it. It's just the fact that I, as someone who isn't into this particular genre, I can say that I was impressed with it, and it's making me want to dive into other things. But yeah, if you're a fan of Homeland, if you're a fan of The West Wing, which were massive hits, and you love Keri Russell, give this one a go. Huge shout out to David Ghazi. That's all I'm gonna say. Google him. watch him in this. I think he's great and he deserves more opportunities. He's really, really awesome and he's a great presence. I think my favorite thing when it comes to political thrillers is the banter, it's the little jabs, and it's the intellectual humor that really grabs me. And I think that's what is so balanced throughout this, even though there's a lot of drama that happens. So yeah, I'd give The Diplomat a 3.5 out of 5. It's really good. You may give it a 4 out of 5, you may give it a 5 out of 5, but it's one of the best things that Netflix has put out this year, and I really did enjoy it. So if you guys enjoy political thrillers, give me some recommendations down below in the comments because I do want to watch more. And if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. You can always follow me over at AMXND Reviews on Twitter, Instagram, and Letterboxd. And if you guys want to help me out and help grow this channel with you wonderful people, there are ways to help in the bio below. I'll catch you guys next time. Keep watching movies.